Still, of course, coming off that shutout on Tuesday against Arizona, as in stop this 4-game losing streak. And Schumacher strokes it into right center field. Meyer over to cut it off, and Schumacher on his way to second base with a game-opening double. As Colby Rasmus steps in, and he lays down a bunt. Gill looks to third, didn't get him.
He used his hands really well.
Deep short, Bloomquist to second, safe, back to first, safe, and the Cardinals have taken a 1-0 lead. 2-run single, pitched around him in the third inning, and then Ludwig hit the grand slam. Guillen comes way in, it's under his glove, and everyone's just going to move up one base on Tuesday. Duncan lifts it into deep left center field. Back goes Meyer at the wall with a great catch. The Cardinals get another run, but Mitch Meyer may have saved two.
All right, I don't think plays get any better than this in the outfield, and what Mitch Meyer just showed us right here. I mean, he tracks the ball, looks at the wall, and knows exactly where he's at, and just makes an outstanding play. And the wall gave a little bit, which threw him to the ground. But I tell you what, you won't see a finer play in center field than what you saw right here.
And Molina to Bloomquist. And the Royals end the first inning with a double play.
Well, Ryan, he eats up innings, 6 or more of his 12 starts. He's gone 6 innings, and 6 out of the last 7, he's been at least 7 innings. So the Royals have got the work cut out for him tonight because he hasn't given up a lot of runs in that time.
Wainwright is coming off a win Tuesday. That was against the Tigers. David into left field. That's a base hit. And a slow curveball is lifted to shallow center field, and it's caught on a diving play by Rasmus. Billy into deep left center field. Rasmus again. This time it's over his head. DeJesus to third base, and he's going to hold there. Butler with a double.
A little bit more for it and possibly roll over on it.
And takes a fastball for a strike.
Well, you can see, Ryan, that breaking ball, that hard breaking ball, that first one was not even on the plate. But that one he left up, and Jose was able to take it down.
Yes, he does, and ties the game and down to second base.
You know, and that can really get into the mindset of the player.
And now Tien into right field. Guillen is going to be waved home, and Ludwig's throw is offline. Tien puts the Royals in front, 3-2 in the first. Olivo down on strikes. Wainwright strikes out 2. Left field for David DeJesus.
They had ice trays.
They
had ice trays lined up along the tunnel there, and I would leave a pair of shoes inside the door.
DeJesus back, and Green goes deep again. The Cardinals have tied the game at 3. Green with his 5th home run of the season.
And I would change every 2 innings. And so you had to just come up with ways to keep your feet cool.
Ian in right field. And retires Tyler Green around the mound to kind of settle himself down. Not running. And hit hard. Knocked down by Hewlett at second. And still has time to get Rasmus. Well hit, but right to Tyler Green at shortstop. There's that Wainwright curveball. DeJesus hits it hard into deep center field. DeJesus gone.
Just hit the ball back through the middle, but don't sacrifice any power doing it.
Shallow center, long run out for Hewlett, and Meyer comes in to make the play. Being from Louisiana. And a cutter strikes out Ludwig.
But not in the strike box.
Hit hard to center. Tough play for Meyer. And he's going to have to play it off the wall. Meyer's been running all over the place.
He tries to keep a swing as short as possible.
And he does poke it to the right side. Hewlett throws him out. 3-run first inning. He did so on a curveball. And another curveball is lined towards center field. And Molina hangs on for a strikeout. Diving stop at short by Tyler Green. And the Cardinals don't quite turn the double play. Fabulous view. Tien is down, and so are the Royals. And gets one through the right side.
Which there is none.
Cardinals are going to have 2 on as Khalil Green is hit.
If he can add on a few runs here, that'll really help out.
And bunting it towards third and making Tien field it. Schumacher in front of DeJesus. Runners had to make sure it was going to drop, so everyone moves up one base.
Put them in, when it kind of boils down to Ryan is that regardless of how young, he just puts them in a position where they can succeed.
Infield fly rule has been called, so Rasmus is out. Drilled to deep left field. Unbelievable. Pujols has come to the plate 4 times this year with the bases loaded, and only once has a pitcher kept him in the ballpark.
Young left his pitch up and it ran right back into his bat, and he was just sitting there waiting on it. And I say good hitters get their pitch. When they get their pitch line, they don't miss it. What he did was he made Gil Mesh make a mistake.
That's through the right side. Ludwig will go first to third. Duncan has his second hit.
He didn't really seem to like to hit his slider. That he had to step out and wipe his brow. Came back with another one.
That's into right field. Cardinals have 6 in the 4th inning. Ludwig scores. Duncan goes first to third. Now Thurston takes a walk. You don't have to use the DH for the pitcher. Bases loaded walk. Here comes run number 8. To Hewlett at second base. The potentially frightening thing is that when the Royals were not winning games, as Olivo down in the count singles to center field. That's driven into right field, but Ludwig is there. So had a road trip to Detroit and Boston, and then the All-Star break. Meyer is down on strikes. A 3-pitch strikeout for Wainwright, and his 6th of the year. Tyler Green at shortstop.
Get the Royals going here. Trey Hillman's going to need someone out of the bullpen to step up today and give him 2 or 3 innings.
To left field again. Six RBIs in this game, 10 in the series today. Royals have hit 1. Again in right field, and then a home run to David DeJesus in the 2nd. So he was down at one point today, 4-3. But now 6 of his last 7 starts. He's really given the team some innings, and now Billy launches it to center with the Royals in front 4-3. But now Wainwright living on that 8-run 4th inning. Now Jacobs lines it hard to left field. Robinson Tejeda, but He was only able to go a third of an inning. Mayhay tried to barehand that. Good thing he did. Back in 1995, it could have been the other way around. Ankiel pitching to Mayhay. Butler to the bag, scored on the Pujols grand slam, and then he walked later in that inning. And the Cardinals batted 13. Guillen into deep left field. And a home run in the Sonic slam inning. So Jose Guillen has driven in 3 in the game.
I think that's true, Ryan. Here's a little sinker that runs right into his bat on a 3-2 count.
10 years ago, 2 prostate cancer. Tien hits one right on the nose
and hit it with.
And down on strikes for the second time.
I know Louisiana, it's really hot there. I've been there before, AAA, and it's really a tough place to breathe.
Nice icy towels.
Oh, that's true.
Later in that same inning, grounded out. To Bloomquist at shortstop, 2 down. Mayhay strikes out Rasmus by Bonds and Bell. And Dennis Reyes plunks Mitch Meyer to begin the bottom of the 7th inning in his 6 innings, but pitched well with the big lead. And the key statistic for him, no walks. Meyer might advance 2 bases. Ankiel out in left field, retires to Jesus. David is 2 out of 4. Center field, Rasmus there to make the catch. So 4 flyouts for Bloomquist, 2 down in the 7th inning. Hard throwing Jason Mott into the game. 2 years after that, he was in the big leagues. Shallow right field, Ludwig runs up. And that's the inning. Grand slam in the 4th, solo home run in the 5th. He has driven in 10 runs in this series. And drives it into right center field, and that's going to be up against the wall. Which is remarkable. I'll tell you why after this pitch. As Ludwig launches it to center. And on the edge of the track is Meyer. And Pujols still playing hard in a 7-run game. He tags up and moves to third base. Duncan is down on strikes. Into right. Hewlett is there to make the catch.
He can go back down in the tunnel, and I mean it's just all they can do to keep him just dying from heat exhaustion. I mean, they got the cold towels, the ammonia water. They got everything going for him to try to keep him fresh.
Hernandez lines it in front of Rasmus in center field. 1 on, 1 out. Schumacher at second makes a good play, and the Cardinals turn that into a double play. And Soria with a strikeout.
Really hated to see was fans walking around with a broom in their hand when it's for the opposing team.
Close play, but the Royals get Thurston, losing the next 5. Hernandez backs up and makes the catch. Olivo 1 for 3 today with a single and a couple of strikeouts. Thurston over to the railing and makes the play. At City Field. Ludwig with a sliding play in right field. His 8th, and the Cardinals National League leading 31st win for a starter. The Cardinals sweep the series as Meyer flies out to right, and they win the 2009 I-70 series 5-1. So the Cardinals come into the series in 2nd place. They leave in 1st place. And the Royals losing streak falls to 5 in a row. Now the Royals, over those 5 games, have been outscored 53-21.